Shade Plays FTB. My name is Shade, and this is a distinct lack of Lycanites. So, getting ready for this episode, I needed a gas tier. One gas tier, because I wanted to make this Emperor's Chalice? Whatever. Oh, fail jump. Yeah. So I needed one. I had 2 gas tiers, needed 3. So I had to go get one more. And I went to the Nether, and I spent literally at least 2 hours there. Just messing around, trying to get a gas to spawn, not really doing anything in particular. I think I ended up with like 40 pigmen drops, the gold nuggets. I don't know why I call them pigmen drops, but whatever. And just nothing was spawning. So I decided it was time. We've had too many problems with it. Lycanites is gone. Uninstalled it. Well, I just disabled it. Oh, that was unintentional. I disabled it, and everything is working just significantly better now. You can see on the minimap there's 2 creepers over there. We still have special mobs on, so it's not like super duper easy peasy now. Yeah, there'll still be some challenging mobs thrown our way. So yeah, today, should we do this first, or should we do the other thing? Let's do the other thing first. Today we're gonna get to 21st Minecraft century. So I don't think I went down into this room last episode. Ooh, all the way to the ceiling, sky. So this area is going to be for a big reactor. Oh yeah. So I got the materials to build a 5x5 reactor, and we're going to do it. Except that I have this one... Oh, it's not in there. And the end stone. Go away. So many inventory screens. I have this one graphite bar, and I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be in one of these recipes, but I couldn't figure out which one, so this might be a derp moment. Anyway. So to build a big reactor, it's a multi-block structure. It's sort of like a molecular assembly chamber from Applied Energistics, where you have to build the frame out of these things and stuff and whatnot. But yeah, so hey, cell phone, what's going on? Anyway, so we've got the reactor casing here, which is going to make up the outside frame, the edges of the cube. I guess you don't have to build a cube, but we are. So that's iron ingots, and then graphite bars, and then a uranium ingot in the middle. The graphite bars are simple. That's just... there you go. That is... Yeah, here, smelting. Just smelt a piece of coal. I think, yeah, charcoal works too. So really simple, not hard to make. The uranium... Actually, this can be a couple different things. It can be uranium, rotary crafts, uranium, big reactors, yellorium is what it's supposed to be. But I didn't have very much yellorium. Yellorite, the second thing. But I did have a lot of pitch blend, which you smelt, and it creates this raw uranium ingot, which is what we're going to use. So we're going to, bam, 60 of those. I think that's actually a few more than we need. And we're just going to lay these out. I hope that I did all this right. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, we have 19 left. That's concerning. Oh. We have 16 left. That's concerning. There should not be this many left. I may have screwed something up already. Off to a good start. Or I just built too many. I don't know. Okay, and then now we have to fill in this structure with a bunch of different things, and the you can make the whole thing out of, except for the important bits like this power tap and this controller, which we'll get to in a second. Excluding those things that you have to add in, you can make this whole thing out of these reactor casings. But if you want it to look super cool and sweet, you can use this reactor glass, which is just a reactor casing between 2 pieces of glass. and use that, which is what we are going to do. I guess this is the front of it now. I guess I didn't really plan that too well. Ooh, I also need to get in there and do the top of this guy. Fill in the bottom. I hate that the glass isn't actually see-through. The same with the big tanks. The railcraft tanks, is it? I don't know. Whatever. Oh, no! Okay. So, are we out of glass? So there's where the derp up was. These 16 were supposed to be made into... more glass. Not quite. There we go. I'm so upset. I spent so much time trying to set this up perfectly, and it just didn't work. All right. I think maybe that should round things out for us. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Incorrect. Where are you? Come on, old reliable. All right. So this is the basic structure that I'm going with here, and now we need to fill it in with some other things. This can go away. Why am I don't need to arrange the inventory. So this is like the brain of the controller. This is the thing that turns it on and off, and, you know, if I right-click now, it says... it just says not enough control rods actually yet. We'll get to the control rods later. This is the reactor controller. 4 of the reactor casings, 2 of the, I guess, fuel, whatever the fuel ingot you're using is. I'm using the uranium because it's much more plentiful than the yellorium. Yellorite? The second thing again. Diamond into redstone. Really simple. And we're going to, bam, smack that right there. Then next we have the reactor power tap. This is where we're going to get all the power shooting out of this bad boy when it's fired up. So that's just 4 of the reactor casings and 4 redstone. We're going to smack that guy right up there. It's got a little light on it too that lets you know when power is flowing out of it. I hope that's not just in facts because that's a really cool feature. Next we have reactor access ports. And I actually have set up for 2 here. These are going to allow us to put fuel in or take fuel out. And you can toggle them to be either one, and you can toggle it on the fly. So you could, in theory, just use 1 on any big reactor you make. But I'm making 2. That's 4 of the reactor casings in the corner, a piston, and a chest. Those are going to go there and there. And here you can see... outlet mode? Yeah. Okay, so now this is going to dump out our waste. We can put our fuel into here, and then we still don't have enough control rods. Yeah, so control rods. Actually, we need to... I did that out of order. Whatever, we'll do them both at the same time. So the reactor control rod, this is important because this... I guess it's the cap that you put on top of the fuel rod. That's 4 of the reactor casings, 3 graphite bars of redstone, and a uranium ingot. Easy peasy. This has to sit on top of these yellorium fuel rods, which is iron down the sides. The first recipe says steel. Don't use steel. There's no reason to. Just use iron. Unless you have an abundance of steel that you want to waste. Then go for it. Then it's 2 graphite bars and uranium ingot in the middle. Bam, bam, bam. And the reason we need 3 is because 1, 2, 3 tall, and they have to go from not the bottom level, but the bottom open level, if that makes sense. And I don't have any blocks to... that end stone that I was upset about, that's saving my life right now. Alright, so we're going to drop down in. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to cap it off. Hopefully this turns into a thing. Yeah! So we got a reactor. And, go. Yeah! It's a thing that we made, and it's, got a GUI now, and it's, usable. So we're going to actually come back for this, later, once we've gotten... I mean, because right now, if we're producing power, who cares? There's no use for it. There is a buffer here, hitting my mic, with, what is that? 10 million RF, which is actually huge, but I don't want to use it. I want to use something that's more transferable. That's not correct. Transferable. Something like, yeah, whatever. We'll just do it. Hardened cell frame. Hardened energy cell. The second thing. Anyway, so there's some of the glass that I needed. I don't know where that ended up. Or I don't know how that ended up in here, but whatever. I try setting out all these things with these stupid crafting. I have like 1 million crafting stations now. The AE, this alone is just a stupid amount of crafting stations, and whatever. Helps me stay organized and on task while I'm making videos, which is good. So, we're going to make some leadstone energy conduit, which is just lead, glass, and redstone. Super easy. This carries, what, 80 RF per tick. Our reactor can do also... Ooh, let's look. That's not as cool as I hoped it would be. I thought it would be like a BA-looking whatever. We're going to produce a lot more than 80 RF per tick, so we're going to actually take those and make them into hardened energy conduits, which is just Invar and redstone mixed with those things. And if you didn't know this, Invar can be created somewhere. Yes. Can be created using Tinkerer's construct. Molten Invar is nickel and iron. Nickel is actually just... Molten nickel is ferrous ore. So... really convenient and easy, and you still get the doubled output that you would get from like macerating or whatever. Okay, and then next we've got some leadstone energy cell frames. We're going to go ahead and skip making them into actual leadstone energy cells. But these are lead, redstone, glass. Really simple. It's all in NEI, but, you know, why not? We'll just go over it. Hardened energy cells. You take those, you throw them in with some copper, redstone conductance coils. I don't know why that was so hard to say. And then some Invar. And bam, we got 4 of those bad boys. So those are going to store our power because we don't have the machinery at the moment to make redstone or the other one. Energy cell. What is this? Resonant? Yes. We don't have the stuff to make one of these. Oh, well, those are right next to each other. Whoops. Yeah, because you got to fill this with a fluid transposer, which is somewhere over here. These are going to be all of our thermal expansion machines, which we're going to get going here in a little bit after we get our power up and running. So, let us take this. I need a way to get up there. I'm going to pop that there. Okay, and see, now we got power connected. Excellent. You know what? We're just going to do it. We're just going to do it hardcore like this. Okay. So you can also use the uranium as a What is wrong? What? Can you not use uranium as a fuel? Oh, no. Well, that's embarrassing. Seriously? You can only use the yellorium? I swear I tested this with uranium going in. Okay. Well, oh, it's because I put it in the wrong place. I'm such a derp. Yeah, there's a spot up here. How stupid is that, right? Anyway, so now we've got a core that is full of. I'm so flustered now because I did that derp. We have a core full of uranium goodness, whatever. It's offline still though, so before we actually. Does that give this back to me or does it break? Oh, it gives it back to me. How nice. Let's put a buffer on. Does this... Okay, it is connected. That's so nice that that has that. I think I think blue is in and orange is out. So that should work. And let's actually just turn this bad boy on. So the core heats up, the casing heats up, and this basically just affects how quickly we burn through fuel and how much energy we put out. So right now we're putting out 685 RF per tick, which is filling up this guy pretty darn quick, which is awesome. Maybe too quick. We may need to turn this off here, actually, because we don't want to waste material. Anyway, where am I going? Here, so that we can take a lot of fall damage. Now, where is this? Not correct. And that's something that was a little bit frustrating to me. Like, I want to put the power tap up here because I want my power to come out of the top, but not an option for us. So instead, we'll just run this up the side and do it all. I put in these little railings here too because I kept falling down. I don't know. I like them. I thought they were cool. And then we need these to be gone because we're going to run it all through the floor. Excellent. Then actually, we're going to get to the thermal expansion next episode. I always say next episode, and it's always the episode afterwards. So in 2 episodes, and watch this time, I'll actually do it next episode. 2 episodes, we will do... Oh, excellent. Those covers work with that. 2 episodes, we'll do the thermal expansion machinery and get that all going. Not that that's not something everyone's already seen, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, and then can I... I can't, because there's a thing in the way. Okay. What if I pick that out of there? Excellent. 1, 2. 1 goes there. Nope, incorrect. Much better. Okay, and on top of that, we'll sit our thing that we're going to build right here. Okay, so let's go and check on that cell and see how we're doing for power. Oh, you full? And how much? And we're building up. Okay, so it'll fill up this guy first, and then it'll build a buffer. That's awesome. And then what if we just slap those guys on there? Will you start? Excellent. And then we can have a little portable power supply all over. And then just so that they all match. And then you can go here. Delightful. Okay, so that's filling up. I'm going to let that go for a bit. But yeah, now we're going to make an ME system, which is very exciting because I've been waiting to get into this for a really long time, and it actually, I set everything up. So I've got all the materials and all the crafting recipes ready to go, and hopefully I didn't screw anything up, which is unlikely, but whatever. First things first. You're going to, unless you have like thermal expansion or industrial craft and all that set up already, you're going to want to build this grindstone because you need some dusts for different things. And this allows you to do that without any sort of power source. So we've got our nether quartz in here, and we're just going to right-click on this bad boy. Oh, no. Oh, I happen to know it only takes 2 turns to make that into a dust, and I did 3 turns. If you do too many, it breaks. But you get 2 sticks back. Oh, we should also go over the recipe for that. The crank, 5 sticks. The body... Oh. Need the wood gear, which is just 4 sticks. The body is the wood gear, 3 stone, 3 Certus quartz dust, and cobblestone. So that's your grindstone. And then you just slap this guy, right-click it right on top of there, and you're good to go. You throw your whatever's in there. You can actually do regular ores, too, if you want, but Tinker's Construct, I think, is an easier way to ore double early on in the game, because this is tedious. You have to hold right-click down to make it go, and it's slow. So we have our nether quartz dust now. You can also do that with Certus quartz, turn that into Certus quartz dust, but you can, you get Certus quartz dust occasionally as a drop on its own. So, that's all good, and make sure you do that. First things first, we are going to make applied. We're going to make an ME controller, which takes 4 iron, 4 fluix crystals, and an ME advanced processor. So we've got our nether quartz, our Certus quartz, and a redstone. We're going to make 4 fluix crystals. And actually, just going to dump all this junk up out of the way into our little golden bag of holding and munch on a potato, because it's important to stay hydrated. What? Anyway, it's important to be full while you're doing science and whatnot. Oh, you're in the wrong place. Are you in the wrong place? You're not in the wrong place. Everything has been screwed up. Oh, no. Oh, I remember what I did now. So, I did need that nether quartz dust. And the reason for that is you smelt nether quartz dust and you end up with silicon. Silicone? I don't know how it's pronounced. Whatever. You can also use mimicite, and since I have a boatload of that, we're going to use that because it doubles it. So we've got our 2 silicone, and the reason I did this all out of order, I was so unprepared. We needed the silicone so we could make an advanced processor assembly, which we're going to plop that down, and then I don't know if you saw that thing at the top. That was a that was a quartz cutting knife, which is 2 sticks, iron, and then you can use nether quartz, or you can use Certus quartz. I think nether quartz is easier to find, so I use that. Then you take that, you pop it in there, and then you get your advanced processor assembly, and then you lose a little bit of durability with the quartz cutting knife. We're going to end up with so many of these. I think I have like 6 of them floating around in this chain of tables. So then you can take your advanced processor assembly, throw it into a furnace, cook it up, and you will end up with an ME advanced processor. Or you can use mimicite and double it, which we're going to do because that's just way better. So then we take our ME, ME advanced processor, our fluix crystals, and the iron, and bam, we got an ME controller. And that is, I need the axe. I don't need the shovel, I need the axe. That's going to go right, bam, right there. And, oh, I don't have the coin of suck. I need that. That will be an important thing to have. All right. I'm going to go shut off this reactor because I'm assuming these are mostly full at this point. Yeah. Wrong thing. This. And it's really easy to turn it on and off. You just tell it to go off, and then the heat will come down. And it actually will continue to produce RF for a little bit. Wow. That's pulling a lot more than I was expecting. Are these like not entirely full yet? Whatever. So yeah, you can see it going down now because our ME system is attached and whatever. But it's okay. That shouldn't be pulling that much energy though. I don't know what's going on there. Whatever. Okay. So next, we need to build... What do I have set up over here? Access point. Access terminal. Yes, you need to build next an ME access terminal. There's 3 basic blocks here that we need to get going, otherwise our ME system is pointless. This is going to allow us to actually look at our ME system. This guy governs the whole thing, tells everybody what's going on, and keeps track of what's connected to it, but it doesn't actually connect to anything. We need an ME access terminal in order to see all of our gubbins inside the system. And so Oh, I closed that too soon. Where did you go? So we're going to need three glass, 4 iron, a conversion matrix, and an ME cable. ME cable's relatively simple. 3 fluix dust and 6 glass. Fluix dust is just nether quartz, certus quartz, dust, and then redstone. That's nether quartz dust. That's relatively easy. Oh, I closed it too soon again. A conversion matrix, a little more complicated. 4 iron, 2 of that fluix dust again, a certus quartz, another quartz, and an ME basic processor, which is done the same way as the advanced, but with a piece of gold instead of a diamond. Yeah, so... Oh, okay. I don't know where that silicone went, but whatever. We had an extra, which is convenient. So we have our ME basic processor assembly and another quartz cutting knife. We're going to take this. You can throw it in a furnace and get 1, or you can use some mimicite and get 2. More is better. And then, how does that go? Oh, we need our 2 fluix dust. Oh, do I need... How did that go? Yeah, okay. I forgot that it did 2, so that's why there's too many of that now. So 1 there, and that, with our iron and our quartzes, and we have a conversion matrix. Bam! Last, we have the fluix dust and the glass, and ME cable. We only need 1 of those. It makes 3, which is convenient, because we're going to use a lot of that, probably. We're going to take our conversion matrix, ME cable, iron, and glass, and we got an ME access terminal. Woohoo! I don't actually... I've never... Okay, and I did a little thing. And with ME, the best thing is that you have to power this controller. You don't have to power anything else. There's loads of tutorials about ME, but, you know, whatever. And as you can see, now we can see all of the gubs that are not in our terminal. Oh, this is the best thing. Yayo can search through your stuff. Logistics Pipes does a similar thing, but I am a big fan of ME. I think it is one of the best mods currently in any of the FTB packs, just because it's so good for organization. All right, next, we need a place to store our stuff. And there's 2 things that 2 different blocks you could use to do this. You could use... where is it? I never use this one, and I don't have it set up, so that's why I can't find it. Well, it's called an ME chest, and there it is. Use iron, a conversion matrix, glass, and a chest. And you can use that, but I think it's worse than the ME drive, which will allow you to store some things that we'll make next. So to build this, we need 4 iron, 2 of the ME basic processors, glass, and a chest. So we've got our basic processor assembly and another quartz cutting knife. We have our mimicite. Bam. We have our iron, glass, chest. Boom, boom. And we have an ME drive. Wahoo! Let's slap that boy down right there. Does a little update thing. So now this is part of our system. You can see that we have 1 drive and 1 access terminal. Super awesome. So the drive is useless on its own. You can't actually... Oh, I almost jumped into the big hole. You can't actually put anything into it yet, because you need to fill... I always do that. I always try to close this by typing E. That's the only thing that I don't like, but I guess it's the best way to do it. We gotta be super close because this one's gonna take a while. So you need to fill your ME drive with drives. And there's a couple different ones you can do. Where is the smallest one? 1K. The 4K is somewhere. 4K. Oh, I didn't know there's a creative one. I wonder what that does. Anyway, 4K, 16K, and then 64K. We're going to build 64K because we can. I also found that if I ever build the small ones, I never get rid of them, and then there's just annoying tiny little cells in my system. And yeah, so what we're going to need to do is... let's go back first. So you want to build a 64K storage cell. You need iron, glass, redstone, and a storage cluster. Well, what's a storage cluster? That takes some glowstone, advanced processor, glass, and a storage block. 3 storage blocks. What's a storage block? Well, that takes 4 glowstone, an ME advanced processor, some glass, and 3 storage segments. Well, what's a storage segment? That's 4 redstone, an ME basic processor, glass, and some storage cells. Well, what's a storage cell? That's 4 redstone, some Certus quartz, and an ME basic processor. And that's the bottom of the rabbit hole. So it gets pretty rough as you're tripling the amount each time you go up a tier. So if you can only make the smaller ones, go ahead and do that. You can move them out of your system later. I just am always too lazy, so we're going to go big or go home from the beginning here. So we have 27 of these things set up here. I don't actually know. Oh, wow. I'm surprised. I didn't think this little cutting knife would do the whole stack. So yeah, we have those. Then we're going to take our 27. We're going to plop them next to some mimicite, and we're going to double it. We only need 54, though, so get out of here. Huh? What? Oh, I know what I has done wrong. Thank goodness. I was not ready to do that all over again. So we have our 54 storage cells. And we could use all of those to make 54 1K storage. Or we could take them and plop them in here. How are we going to do this? Yeah, nailed it. Then we need 18 of the basic processors, which we have set up over here with another quartz cutting knife. And some mimicite. Bam! 18 of those bad boys. And bam! We have 18 storage segments. So let's take those, slap them in here with our glowstone and glass. Then we need some advanced processor assemblies. Processors? And then whatever. So we have 6 of those, and we'll plop them in there. And bam! We have 6 of the storage clusters, which we're going to take, slap those in there. Then we need one more of the advanced processor assembly, which now I'm realizing could have used that one. Oh no, we need 2. I feel better about things now. Yeah. That had to be done. So we're going to slap that in there, and bam. We have 2 storage clusters. We slap them in here, and bam. We have 2 64K storage units. Awesome. You just take those, and you right-click on your drive, slap them in there, and hey, now we have a whole bunch of room to put stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, ME's awesome. And if you're concerned about how much power it's going to take, you can switch it to different systems up here. Weird, it doesn't have RF. Well, I think RF translates to MJ the best. I have no idea. Whatever. If you're concerned about power, it's there. You can do conversions if you're smarter than me. And, yeah. So you should definitely do ME. It's the best. It really simplifies your storage situation. I am really excited because all of this is going to be gone and just sucked into these 2 little things over here. And we'll never have to go, oh, wait, where's my cobblestone? Oh, it's in this thing. Never again. It's done. No longer a thing. We actually may not, because the way these work is you have 63 types, so you can store 63 different units, or 63 different items, and then you can store multiple iterations of those up until you have a total of 65,536 units, or items total in the drive. So whichever one comes first will fill up the drive. So if you have 63 types and you only have one of each of them, you're kind of wasting the 64K storage. You should have a 1K. But the 64K will allow you to store stacks and stacks of cobblestone and other good stuff. Yeah, so... Nope, not a screenshot. That's not what we wanted. Backwards. Nailed it. So that's going to do it for this episode. Next time we're going to get into, hopefully next time, we will get into some thermal expansion goodness and maybe even start building a Mac to help with the crafting situation. and hopefully Mistcraft sometime soon. I don't know. Got big dreams, big goals, and it's awesome. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.